Tomorrow then?
How dare you?
What are you talking about?
Aren't you here for dance party? Stop acting up.
Really? I must have forgotten.
I remember now. In my last life, I spent over $1 million throwing Dan a grand birthday party right here, but he ended up kissing Kimberly in front of everyone. This time, I'll make his birthday party a memorable one.
Aw, did your invitation get lost in the mail? You're not welcome here, sweetie.
Who are you? Who do you think you are?
I don't even know your name, yet I see you everywhere barking like a mad dog. Get out of my face.
Priscilla, don't think just because you showed up and forgive everything you've done. It's not over.
Dan, what are you talking about?
This is my birthday.
You think I came here to celebrate your birthday? Where even are you?
Priscilla, you may be Dan's maid, but he's never looked down on you. Don't be a bitch on his birthday.
How dare you try to hurt Kimberly? How dare you try to hurt Kimberly? Apologize to Kimberly now.
Dan, it's okay. It's your birthday. I wouldn't want to escalate things. Besides, I don't believe she had any intention.
Well, you gonna apologize or not?
Why should I apologize? I didn't even touch her.
Priscilla, you always picking on Kimberly. She might be kind of nice, but I'm not. I'll teach you a lesson. How dare you call me a mad dog? Kimberly and Dan are the perfect couple, and you're nothing but a simp. Look at yourself. No man would ever want you.
Best for it.
Charles, thank you for saving me again.
What do you mean again? No, touch it. So, you're actually not here for me. You're here for Charles. I told you I don't like seeing you two together.
Dan, why should I do what you want? Where were you when your mad dog was barking at me?
Sophia didn't even touch you, and it was you who tried to hurt Kimberly first. Fine, I'll let this one slide, but just don't embarrass me tonight. Came to celebrate my birthday, don't make a scene in front of everyone.
Oh, so I see how it is. You want me to celebrate your birthday for you?
Fine. Leave Kimberly alone, okay? Stay away.
Now you're compromising? You're so desperate to show off at the party, worrying that your billionaire heir lie will be exposed? Fine, if that's what you want, I'll play along. Okay, I understand now. Dan, the VIP room here is reserved. It's all yours.
Ha. In the end, she's still trying to please me. Priscilla, you'll always come back for me. Well, you are the best, Priscilla. All right, everyone, let's go to the VIP room.
So you did reserve the room for Dan?
Of course not. My family always reserves the VIP room here. Since it's his birthday, he can have it. But he's gonna have to pay for everything. I heard the owner of the pavilion has quite a temper. We'll see what happens. It should be interesting.
Actually, I don't think he's that bad.
Charles, since you helped me today, can I treat you to a free show?
Enjoy. Cheers.
This wine must be so expensive. You're just so generous. How did you arrange all of this? Honestly, if that guy hadn't shown up, I would have taught Priscilla a lesson.
Sophia, you're drunk. By the way, who was that guy who showed up for Priscilla? Do you know him, Dan?
It's just some guy that she hired to get my attention. Too bad I didn't get a good look at her, so it's fine.
I see. But that man looked majestic. Even Dan couldn't quite compare.
He's nothing compared to Dan. At least you're the boss here. The real prince.
Sophia, don't be fooled by the show he's putting on.
Nothing but a maid pretending to be rich. Headache. And did you forget how you looked chasing after Mr. Olin?
Priscilla, since you're here, why don't you dine with us? Dan ordered lots of expensive food. I'm sure you've never had food like this before.
You're right. These dishes do look extravagant.
Of course. The wine probably alone costs your yearly salary. Or did you just come here for the free food?
Oh my, is that expensive? I wouldn't dare drink it.
This might be your only chance to try something like this. And we ordered more than enough, so feel free to take over some leftovers.
Sophia's right. We definitely overordered tonight, so help yourself. He is not allowed to pay.
I wouldn't want to eat any of this. It's all so expensive. What do I do if I can't pay for it?
You're so broke you can't even pay.
Priscilla, Dan will take care of everything. No one would ask you to pay for it.
Oh, I don't have to pay?
My good sir.
Isn't it strange the pavilion makes their owner pay for their bill?
What's going on? This is taken care of.
Boss said it. Whoever orders the food has to pay.
You're nothing but a server. This whole place is owned by Mr. Olin. How dare you ask him to pay?
That's right. Dan, train your workers better. Fire him.
Oh, get rid of him.
Boss, there's somebody on the floor pretending to be you and demanding free meals.
What? Priscilla's the owner of the pavilion?
Who did the waiter call boss? Priscilla, the dude next to her.
I thought Mr. Olin was the owner of the restaurant, but if the waiter doesn't recognize him, could it be?
Why would Mr. Olin make up these lies? Priscilla's literally playing tricks. She wants to embarrass Mr. Olin in front of us. Isn't that right, Mr. Olin?
Priscilla, go pay the bill right now. It's my birthday. Don't embarrass me in front of everyone.
It's so weird. It's your birthday. You're a guest, and you ordered everything. Why should I pay for this?
What do you mean?
What? Mr. Olin can't afford it. How about this? Maybe if you ask your friends, they'll split it with you. They all love you. I'm sure they'd contribute.
Priscilla, don't or else lie. Okay, what do I have to do for you to pay this bill right now? Tell me.
If you're gonna ask for a favor, you better make it seem like you mean it. What do you think?
What do you say?
Forget it then.
Hey, Priscilla.
You don't seem very sincere. How about you get on your knees and beg me?
What?
I said, get on your knees and beg me. Then maybe I'll pay for it. I'll pay for tonight's bill.
Miss, here you go. Total is $62,000.
$62,000. Happy birthday, Dan. It's your birthday. This is my birthday gift to you. There won't be a next time. After all, I can afford to provide for you, but I can't afford to provide for your little girlfriend too, right?
Why does Dan Olin need Priscilla to pay for his bill? Isn't Dan the billionaire's heir?
Mr. Olin let Priscilla pay for the bill. Does that mean he has no money?
Priscilla, you're just doing this to embarrass me. You want everyone to know I'm the poor person who needs you to provide for me. This time, I won't forgive you.
You're Mr. Olin's maid. Makes sense that you have his credit card.
That's right, Priscilla. Dan took you in because of your dad. You can't abuse his kindness.
You give your maids your credit card? You all think that I'm Dan Olin's maid. How about we tell you guys the truth? What do you think about that, Mr. Olin? If Mr. Olin isn't gonna talk, then let me tell you guys everything.
Why does
Mr. Olin.
Enough! As long as I've lived, I've never been so humiliated. Everyone is laughing at me. Priscilla, I'll get revenge on you for what you've done tonight and torture you 10 times more.
Already scared? I didn't have to expose you tonight. Your show has just begun. I was supposed to treat you to dinner, but you treated me to a show.
Oh, that's a great one, though. Oh, and I'll let the manager fund the bill.
No need, Charles.
Business is business.
But Charles, I wasn't expecting you to be the owner of the pavilion. Actually, now that I think about it, I really like the food here.
Well, if you like it, come by anytime.
Are you offering me free meals?
How'd you like your own restaurant?
I didn't know anything about Charles in my previous life. Now I think we might actually be great fits for each other.
See, then I'll take you home.
I have to go.
Miss Abernathy, I brought them here. He owes you an apology.
Uncle Henry, Dan didn't offend me.
But I heard you fired him.
Yes, I did. And I fired you too. He tanked my grades as my tutor. You left me on the side of the road as my chauffeur. Convince me why you should stay.
Miss Abernathy, that incident, it was totally my mistake. Your father and I are old friends. I need this job. And then, well, I make sure his lesson is learned.
Uncle Henry, you're doing an awful lot of talking. But I haven't heard anything from Dan yet. Is this apology from you or him?
Sorry, miss. You apologize now to Miss Abernathy. What's wrong with you? You want her firewood to hustle? I am debts to pay. Big ones. If you get on her good side, those wealth could be yours one day. Did you hear me? Apologize now to Miss Abernathy.
Oh, it's getting pretty late. I'm getting tired. You two should go now.
I told you to apologize. Are you deaf?
Priscilla, you've gone too far. You'll regret this. Just you wait.
Dan, in my last life, you took all my money and gave it to your gambler father. In this life, how can I let you have it so easily?
Priscilla, is it true you paid for Dan's birthday party last night? We all thought Dan was some rich heir, but now we wonder if he indeed got it all from you.
Why don't you ask your Mr. Olin about that?
Priscilla, we were wondering. You're like rich and beautiful. Why is Dan still with Kimberly? I know.
Miss Abernathy, please give me a chance. I promise I'm way more obedient than Olam.
I'm afraid she's already set her mind on someone else. You're gonna have to wait in line. Priscilla, you've pursued me for years, and now that I didn't accept you, you just went to someone else. Well, let me tell you something. I will never like you. You're stupid and a filthy liar. You're pathetic.
Exactly. She's been chasing after him. And last night, she was holding hands with a random guy. I don't know if she's a billionaire heiress, but she's definitely a disgusting slut.
No wonder Dan wouldn't want her.
And about last night, she asked me to invite all of you. I didn't even want to go. Priscilla, you embarrassed me and the entire class. You think it's okay to humiliate people just because you're rich? And stop spreading lies about giving me money. The only money you gave me was for tutoring. But from now on, I won't expect another penny from you. Just don't expect anything else from me.
Tutoring.
Tutoring? Dan, you tutoring me? Ever since you started tutoring me, all you've done is spend my money. My grades have tanked thanks to you.
Don't blame your stupidity on me. If you're so rich, why don't you just hire a doctor and figure out what's wrong with your brain?
Are you sure that's my problem?
Priscilla, didn't you already switch your tutor? Let's see how well you do in the midterm exam. How about this? If you go up by 50 points, I'll admit it, that I was a bad tutor. I'd like to see how your new boy toy can fix your empty brain.
Fine. I agree.
Everyone hear that? If Priscilla goes up the rankings by 50 points, I'll punish myself with a 20-mile.
Why do you think you're so important? What does it matter to me if you run 20 miles or not? If we really want to make a bet.
How about this? If you lose, you have to get on your knees and apologize.
Is she mad? How dare she want Zen to bow down and apologize?
So, Priscilla, what about you? If you lose, you're gonna run 20 miles, and also kneel and apologize for 7 days straight. Or if you bail out, you can kneel right here, right now, and admit you're stupid.
Unbelievable. She agrees to the bet?
She doesn't know what she's in for.
Priscilla, you fool. You won't beat me this time. I'll show you the consequences of being my enemy.
Daddy, you're back!
I missed you.
I missed you.
Oh my god, that older man. Is that Priscilla's sugar daddy? Ew, oh my god.
You never hugged me like that so far. Kinda like it. Come on, let's go.
Oh my God.
Did you see this? This is Priscilla's new sugar daddy.
Oh my god, that man looks like he's in his 50s. Who do you think he is?
Priscilla's not some rich heiress. She's just a whore that sleeps with other old men for money.
Wait, Zen, is that why you That's so disgusting. Is this true? Priscilla sleeps with old men for money?
Well, I mean, what else could it be? Think she was just born lucky? No, she's always relied on the help of others.
God, sorry.
Be it your dad or anybody else. Now you'll understand what it feels like to be misunderstood by others. Priscilla, this is what you deserve for humiliating me.
What?
Daddy, I just missed you. It's been so long since I last saw you.
Last time, Dad died abruptly in a car accident when he was traveling, causing the Abernathy group to fall apart. I wasn't strong enough to keep the company together, and Dan tricked me into giving him all shares of the company, so it eventually became his. I failed to protect everything my father built. But this time, I'll not only do everything to keep the company safe, I'll also protect my dad, even with my life.
Silly. Is that Daniel boy getting you in trouble? You know he's not right for us. Do you remember Charles? Perlmans are not only one of the wealthiest families, they also come from a strong family legacy. Charles Perlman is capable of many things, but most importantly, I think he really cares for you.
Daddy, you're right. I'll do as you say.
This is once in a blue moon. She used to fight with me whenever I told her to watch out for Daniel. I thought she would throw a tantrum. You sure everything's all right? You know you can tell me anything.
Dad, I already fired Dan and Uncle Henry. As for the other things you said, I'll do everything you say. But you have to promise me something too.
Of course, sweetheart, what?
Stay home with me more, okay? Don't travel too much.
Silly. Of course, I promise. Hey, I'm going to the proms. Why don't you come with?
I'll just go home. I already have a tutoring session scheduled with Charles later.
Ah, that's my...
So if I'm getting this right, you have to gain 50 points for the exam, and if you don't, then you have to run 20 miles, and you have to bow down and apologize.
You don't think I stand a chance, right?
Of course, I think you have a great chance. I'll help you. I think you've been working really hard lately.
You really think I can actually do this? I mean, I've been understanding the content you've been teaching me, but there's just still so much I don't know anything about.
Live to me, Priscilla. You're so smart. And Dan's been holding you back this entire time.
It's a relief. I'm teaching this. Counting on you.
No, exactly. Like literally. Yes. And then did you hear the other? Just absolutely.
I finished grading the midterm though. Candy's back after class. As usual, the top 2 places remain Dan and Kimberly.
They really are the perfect couple. Both top students. Unlike someone.
I want to bring attention to another student, Priscilla.
She's always at the bottom. Is she finally the dumbest one?
Sophia. Priscilla actually performed quite well this time. She ranked 10th.
10th place? That means she improved by more than 50 points. Yo, a winner, cheat.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Professor.
What are you doing?
You're leaving? Don't tell me you forgot about our bet. You lost. Time for the punishment.
You got lucky this time.
A bet is a bet. Now, do you want to run 20 miles or do you want to get on your knees first? I don't want you hurting yourself later.
Priscilla, so what if you got 10th place? Jen got first, Kimberly got second, and you didn't see either of them bragging about it.
That's irrelevant. The bet was that I improved by 50 points. I did it, so Dan lost. Unless, Dan Olin, you're too scared to keep your word.
Fine. I'll do the run. But if you think I'm gonna get on my knees and apologize to you, you're crazy.
So, you're saying you won't honor our agreement?
Priscilla, we're all classmates. Asking him to kneel and apologize is a bit much. How about we just forget it after the run?
Did I ask your opinion? If you're so eager to speak for him, then why don't you get on your knees and apologize for him?
Priscilla, enough!
Priscilla, you must have cheated. Come on. How come you suddenly got 10th place? There's no way you improved this much on your own.
Any proof? Then shut your mouth, or I'll sue you for slander.
Your past results are all the proof we need. Besides, we all know you're being fed by old men. How could you possibly have time to study when you're busy pleasing men every night?
Slandering me for plagiarism is one thing. Spreading lies about my personal life is another. Sophia, you'd better believe I'll put you behind bars.
You just wait! Not only you cheated, but you assaulted me!
Priscilla, come here, please. There's been an accusation that you cheated on the last exam. Do you have anything to say?
Professor, I don't know why I'm being accused of cheating.
Given your previous low scores and sudden improvement, it's understandable that your fellow classmates might be suspicious.
But why should I care about their opinions?
To protect your reputation, we're going to have you retake the exam. Do you agree to retake?
Of course. I don't.
Knew it. This is the proof. You didn't cheat last time. Why are you so scared to retake the exam?
If you want to accuse me of something, then shouldn't you be providing proof? Otherwise, if anyone wanted to accuse me of anything, then wouldn't I have to retake the exam over and over again?
Since when did Priscilla start thinking so clearly? She's smarter than before.
You're gaslighting the professor, Priscilla. He told you to retake the exam. Stop bitching.
Priscilla, you don't want people gossiping about you behind your back, do you?
Fine, I'll retake the exam. But if I do better on the retake, then Sophia should have to face the consequences of her false accusations. In that case, she should be expelled from the school.
Expelled? Don't you think that's a bit extreme?
Aren't these false accusations against me just as damaging? Sophia, you were so sure that I cheated. Are you afraid to take the bet?
I'm down for it. Priscilla's always been a failure. There's no way she got 10th place without cheating. If she wants to put her future on the line, all right then, I'll help dig her grave. But if it turns out that you did cheat, you're gonna be the one to get expelled.
Deal. I only have one question. If I retake the test and prove that I didn't cheat, then are you gonna run the 20 miles and get down on your knees or not?
Sure. I'll honor the bet.
Good. Then you better not bail out again.
Five seconds.
Well, Professor, I bet you cheated.
Sophia, why don't we just drop this? If Priscilla apologizes to Dan, I'm sure you can forgive her for cheating.
Kimberly, you're too soft. Did you forget how she insulted you? She deserves to be kicked out of the school.
Sophia's right. If Priscilla did cheat, then she's gonna have to run the 20 miles. Kneel and leave the school. She deserves it all.
Priscilla, why don't you just apologize to Dan and Sophia, and then we can all move on from this.
Oh, he hasn't finished grading. Have some respect.
This version is actually more difficult than the previous one.
Oh, please, Professor, stop talking for her. She's too dumb.
Despite the level of difficulty increased, Priscilla's actually scored higher on this version than the last. She did not cheat.
No way!
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with the score calculations?
Of course not.
Priscilla, your progress has been remarkable. I need to know what's changed recently.
Well, Professor, I used to slack off. And I had a useless tutor who only cared about my money. Now I have a better tutor. The results speak for itself.
Well, let's put this behind us. I don't want to hear such things again.
Sophia, you said you would drop out if you were wrong, right?
What? You regret it now?
No way! The professor was our witness.
If you can't keep your word, then I'll have to sue you for slandering me. You should know what happens next.
Priscilla, don't be too harsh. Sophia was just looking out for you. She was trying to care for you.
Yeah, dropping out seems a bit too much.
If you're such good friends, then why don't you drop out for her?
Priscilla? It was Sophia who targeted you, not Kimberly, so why are you dragging Kimberly into this?
Yeah, Kimberly's been nothing but kind to him, including you.
Mine. Really? If I were the one dropping out today, would she speak for me?
Of course I would. I've always told the others to be nicer to you.
Cut the bullshit, Kimberly. You can't fool me with your puppy dog eyes. Don't worry, it'll be your turn soon. I will never forget everything you did to me in the last chapter. As for you, Sophia, if you really don't want to drop out, I have another option for you.
What option?
You can run the 20 miles instead. But while you're running, you have to loudly apologize. I wronged Priscilla. Priscilla didn't cheat.
Enough! This is just an exam. You're taking this way too far.
Dan, who are you to tell me what to do?
Dan!
Are you crazy?
You're insane!
You kicked me? I'm just getting what's owed to me.
Priscilla, cease fire. Don't let that exam spoil the atmosphere of this classroom.
Professor,
They were the ones who continuously picked on me. I won't let this go until Dan and Sophia run their 20 miles.
Fine. I'll run.
Priscilla, don't be too harsh. Sophia's not good at sports.
You're feeling sympathetic towards her. We could always help her out. You don't have to do it all. What about 10? What about that?
I'm not feeling well. Sorry. I can't.
Sophia, I hope you're seeing the true colors of your friends now. Kimberly won't even help you. How sad is that?
Priscilla, you bitch.
What are you two waiting for?
Sophia, are you okay?
I can't breathe.
What's wrong? You okay?
Sophia, you're awake. How are you feeling?
I feel like I'm dying. Everything hurts.
The doctor said you're perfectly healthy. You just need to exercise more. Oh, and you still have another 10 miles left to run?
I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna die.
If you faint again, the entire Abernathy Hospital team will be there to your aid. But if you really can't take it, you can always just drop out.
You're a monster.
I remember you two being far worse to me. The choice is yours. Either keep running or call it quits.
You finish.
Good girl. Good luck.
Priscilla's become sufferingly scary.
She's gone too far. Since she's so shameless, why don't we expose her as an old man's mistress? You saw the photos, right?
Yes. So it's like her deserve to be ruined. I'll post the photo of her and the sugar daddy on the school forum right now.
No. Posting it now would cause too big of a chaos. Next week is the annual school assembly. The principal and the board of directors will be there, so why don't we expose her in front of the whole school?
Right. We'll put up the photos on the big screen and expose Priscilla for being the shameless whore she really is.
Charles, I wish you could have seen Dan and Sophia, how ridiculous they looked after they finished running. Sophia was pretending to be her, and she pretended to pass out and ended up in the clinic, but don't worry, I sent my hospital team to take care of her, and then when she woke up, I made her finish the last 10 miles she had left. I haven't felt this good in so long. Do you think I'm being kind of mean?
Of course not. I would do so much worse.
I'll have this one, this one, and this one. You want anything, Dan?
Well, this couldn't possibly be enough, so let's do 2 more sandwiches. And then another drink.
Isn't that too much? We can take it to go with Sophia and the others. They'll be so jealous to treat me so well.
Of course. Sorry, just give me a sec.
Why are you holding so much if you cannot afford it?
Yeah, step aside.
We're so...
Dad, where's the money?
I borrow it. I'll pay you back.
Wait, what? Are you gambling again?
Dan's father gambles.
Excuse me, are you paying or not? Get out of line.
Dad, that's my tuition fee for next semester. What am I supposed to do? Give me my money back.
What do you think you are? If you need money, go to Priscilla. You won't get another penny from me again.
Dad.
If you are not paying, move aside. You're holding up the line.
Guys, hurry up.
Sorry, I'm not hungry anymore. I gotta go.
Kimberly, wait. Let me explain, okay? I will make sure you have everything that you need.
Dan, a month's salary at the cafe doesn't compare to what Priscilla pays you for a day of tutoring, right?
Right.
There she is, Dan. I know you don't like Priscilla, but you can still be her tutor.
What are you saying?
I want to help you. I don't want to see you suffer.
But I don't want to go back to tutoring her.
It's a job. What's wrong? Besides, Priscilla pays you so much more than what you make at the cafe. And you can solve your dad's problems.
Yeah, but what if she rejects me?
I'll convince her. Watch this. Priscilla! Will you let Dan tutor you?
And why would I do that?
You know he's having a hard time. You know about his dad, right?
What does that have to do with me?
You can help him. Your family has more than enough. Besides, he'll be a good tutor, and your grades will definitely improve.
Let me get this straight. You think I'm dumb, don't you? You two are both so lovey-dovey. You want me to pay him so I can provide for the both of you?
No, that's not what I mean. Dan is a top student and will definitely progress.
Yeah, Priscilla. I'll forget everything you did before. We'll just be tutor and student.
Kimberly, are you getting tired of Dan?
No. What do you mean?
Used to like him because he's a top student. He's just so handsome. Everything about him is just so perfect. But then you realize the person you're fantasizing about might not be so real. Instead, he's just some guy with a messed up family and a gambler dad. I used to like Dan, but he chose you. I used to give him everything, and he would just turn around and hand it all over to you. Must have felt pretty amazing, right?
Priscilla, enough. You've targeted me since the beginning. Is it because my grades are better than yours, or because Dan likes me? You know, Dan needs some help. And if you help him, he'll be grateful for the rest of his life. On the other hand, if Charles found out that you had a sugar daddy, would he still like you? Dan is actually heartbroken over you. If you wanted to still be with him, I will never get in your guys' way.
Okay. But I want to hear it from him first.
What are you doing? I told you I don't know. What are you playing at?
Dan, there's less than a year till we graduate. Can't you just bear with it a little bit? Once we have jobs and incomes, everything will be so much better. Right? It's worth a few more wrongs if it's for you.
Dan, are you an idiot? Are you not listening to what Kimberly's implying? She's dumping you.
Dan, don't listen to her nonsense, okay? I only want her to give you money so you can have a better life. Priscilla, if you're worried about Dan's attitude, I can talk to him.
I pay for a tutor. If a good attitude isn't guaranteed, then why should I hire him?
Don't you like him?
I used to, but I have an even better tutor.
Indeed. I take full responsibility for Miss Abernathy's grades. As your tutor, I don't offer just a reasonable price, but I also think it's obvious that her grades are improving.
That's right. I have the best tutor in the entire world.
Priscilla, you think that by finding some pretty boy to piss me off is gonna make me want to take you back? Don't even count on it.
Who was the one who was just begging me to come back and tutor me? Mr. Olin, do you have amnesia?
Priscilla, you're so harsh. Why are you so mean? Dan is completely incomparable to Charles. A man as good as Charles is more suitable for me. I must get Dan and Priscilla back together. This is my only chance to get Charles.
Kimberly, are you coming?
Yes. Priscilla, think about what we talked about. If you still want to be with him, I'll leave room for you.
Fuck off.
I know with Charles' presence, you're too embarrassed to talk about your feelings for Dan. Hopefully we can find some alone time soon. I'll make sure Dan waits for you.
You're so annoying.
Oh, they're gone. I was wondering, would you give me a chance to pursue you?
You're so direct. I don't know what to say.
I'll take that as a yes. I'm gonna go to your school assembly this week. I have a little gift for you.
Could it be that he wants to confess his love to me that day?
Oh my God. All the teachers and the students will be there. Even my dad and the new school director. Too big of a scene. I can't handle it.
I'll make your grades to another level, so you're gonna be the top of the class. And then when you become the student representative, you're gonna give your speech on stage, and everyone who doubted you is gonna be looking up to you. You think we can do it?
Is this the gift you were referring to? Yeah, I think so.
All right. Also, I don't really want you to spend any more time with Dan and the Allen affairs. I've done some investigation about them, and I found that both the father and the son are crazy bastards.
Yeah, I know. In my previous life, these scumbags killed me. How should I send them to hell this time if I don't want to get involved with them?
Okay. You said you're gonna treat me to something nice?
Yeah. Order whatever you want. On me.
Bastardo. I thought you were never coming back.
Dad, you stole my money?
Sì? Io sono tuo padre. You should give money.
Fanfanculo, that's my tuition money I paid for with my part-time jobs. Now it's gone? Were you even thinking of me when you were gambling?
The money that Priscilla gave you is more than you can get in your entire life. When we live in Abernathy's home, it was a dream, fantastico. Now, what kind of life is this right now? Priscilla like you. As long as you pretend to be a little nice to her, she will be in your complete control. But you ruin everything.
Why should I be nice to that useless pig? She betrayed me.
Stop it, idiota! You betrayed me! You make me miserable. I tell you what, go back to Priscilla. Let her invite us back to her mansion. Otherwise I'll be to death. Every fucking day.
You're fucking crazy.
Henry, come out.
Mr. James, nice to see you.
And when are you going to pay me back?
I'll pay back today.
Dad, there's no money.
Mr. Bastard, Mrs. James is here. You want to see me die? Bring them.
All my money was in there and my bank account was withdrawn by you. I don't have a penny left.
No money?
Dad, stop!
No money, no money! Stop! No money!
Are you putting on a show for me? You want to beat him up? We can help. Guys, get to work.
Oh, no. No, please. No, 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 no. No, please, no, please. No, Mr. James, no, please. My son is gonna die.
You can't pay back my money. Your family deserves to suffer. You'll suffer too.
Mr. James, I have an idea. There is a rich young lady in New York. She is very fond of my son, and her father is the richest man in New York. They will pay everything you want, and not to mention $3 million.
Good, guys. Is your son really that valuable to you?
Oh yes, that woman is love-struck fool. They'd pay anything for my son.
Sei un pezzo di merda.
Miss Abernathy, please help Dan. He has been kidnapped. The kidnappers want $1 million.
Kidnapped? Call 911. What are you doing at the Abernathy room?
We cannot call the police. If we call the police, the kidnappers will kill him. Even if he comes back, he's missing an arm or legs.
Actually, I do want to see that.
Miss Abernathy, I know you're still angry with that. When he comes back, I will definitely talk to him and let him be with you.
No need for that. I don't want him to come back.
But Miss Abernathy...
However, it'd be quite interesting to see him come back with a missing arm or leg. Uncle Henry, you're making it so hard for me to choose. What do you think? If I gave them $1 million, do you think the kidnappers would bring him back with the missing hand or foot?
Mr. Bernati, I'm begging you not to joke about it anymore. If you don't give me the money now, I would rather die.
Wait. Come here.
Mr. Bernati, can you give me the money now?
You're overthinking it. Henry here is threatening suicide. You stay with him and call the funeral home. Charles, let's go.
So, let's not get if someone dies. We can have someone take care of this.
This has nothing to do with you. It's not worth dirtying your hands over.
Sir, please help my son. I'm begging you.
What is going on here?
Son, I'm begging you.
Were you gambling again?
Oh, not anymore. I was confused for a moment, but my son is innocent. Please help me one last time, please, please.
Eric, go get that.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Abernathy. Mr. Abernathy, thank you.
Uncle, can we meet the kidnappers?
Can I go too? Dan, in my last life, you took all my money and gave it to your gambler father. In this life, how can I let you have it so easily?
I'm sorry, Master. Forgive us. We didn't realize that we kidnapped a sweetheart of your friend.
Who's your sweetheart?
I don't know. That's what the boy said.
He is still so full of himself. Is Dan still alive?
We just kidnapped him. We didn't touch him a single bit.
He didn't even get beaten up?
No, don't worry. He wasn't touched at all.
You are a high-interest loan shark. If you were to handle things this way, I would be very disappointed.
Miss, what do you mean?
You guys are a group of fierce hooligans who insist on beating Dan, leaving him bruised and destroyed. How could a delicate little girl like me do anything to stop you?
Miss. I see what you mean now, Miss.
Please, stop!
Now pay up your debts!
This is for tearing up the IOU.
If you don't pay up on time, you'll be dead.
Give the money. Priscilla will be here soon. She'll have...
Then where is the money? How do I know if it's really coming? Oh. Maybe we'll just keep on beating you until the money arrives, and see if it arrives before, maybe you'll just die faster.
Stop hitting him! Please, you ruthless, heartless people! He's the top of our class and the most heartthrob! If you continue to hit him, if you cripple or disfigure him, he won't survive! Please, stop it!
Dan, does it hurt? This pain is not even a fraction of what I went through in my last life.
Should we stop? He's going to die.
Priscilla, you came to save me.
Sorry, I'm late. Your dad came to us begging for $1 million. My dad didn't agree at first, but I took some time to convince him. Dan, now you know who truly cares for you, right? Where's your dear Kimberly right at this moment? You know how the saying goes. A woman who spends money on her man may not love him. But a woman who doesn't spend any money definitely doesn't love him. You're hurt. Stop with the flirtation. You need to go to the hospital. Eric, take him away.
Say, Priscilla. No. Where are you taking me? Stop!
So, is anything happened between you and Danny last? I feel like you don't even like him, like as they described. In fact, you seem to despise him.
I'm sure you've noticed. No, I don't just dislike him. I hate him. Make him feel grateful, then send him to hell. Make sure he never returns.
Alright. I support you no matter what.
You've always been on my side unconditionally, not asking too many questions. It feels so nice to be trusted and supported, Charles. Thank you.
Hey, Priscilla, I got you some pizza.
Thank you.
It's from your favorite place. I waited in line for 2 hours for it.
I never liked pizza. That's Kimberly's favorite.
What do you like? I'll be sure to buy it for you next time.
I like caviar. Airship from Norway.
Come on, Priscilla, you're messing with me, right?
Of course not.
You don't know Priscilla's preferences.
Charles. Caviar?
I ship from Norway this morning.
I was just wanting this. Thank you so much. Do you want to share this with me? Let go! You're hurting me!
What's your and Charles' relationship together? How long have you been together?
That's none of your business. I wish we were. But Charles is so innocent. I'm afraid I might scare him off. So I will take things slow.
I feel like you're always using studying as an excuse. But who knows what you're actually doing?
What are you doing? Let go, it hurts.
Fine. I admit it, okay? Kimberly and I did have an affair. But when I started liking you, I was serious about you.
Are you feeling hurt? Seeing Charles and me so close?
Yes. You're always using studying as an excuse, but don't you think you're too close with him? I mean, your eyes light up whenever you see him. I just want that for me!
It hurts here. Doesn't it? It used to hurt me too. Probably 1,000, 10,000 times more. I gave you everything. Only to be trampled on, framed, and murdered by you. I will never forget the pain and the despair that you caused me. What you're feeling now is only a fraction of what I went through. And you can't take it? You can. Because from here on out, your pain will only grow day by day.
I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I just cared about you too much.
Hey! You heard it. Let her go.
Charles. This is a conversation between Priscilla and I. It is none of your business. But yeah, fine, go ahead. Hit me. I'll see who she cares about more. But you actually think she cares about you. You don't know her. She's just using you to get better grades and get my attention. That's it. Oh, you actually think you can come in here and talk to me like that? Priscilla, you dare hit me?
I dare to hit you. What am I, too nice to you? Allowing you to speak to Charles like that? I was gonna play with you a little longer. Let you feel what it's like to have your feelings toyed with. But who do you think you are? You don't deserve to talk to Charles like that. From now on, stay away from us.
Priscilla, even a guy as broke as Dan has been taken away from me. At the annual student assembly, I will be on stage giving the speech as the only student representative. And your sex scandal will be exposed. You will be crucified in front of everyone.
He won't. I won't let him hurt me a second time.
Oh, second time? He's hurt you before? I'm sorry I wasn't there before. I am now. I protect you.
It's not your fault. I was naive, Charles. Thank you. I only meant it wasn't a dream where he killed me. I was so full of rage and resentment, but then the dream ended.
So in this dream, am I in it?
Yes, you appeared at the end.
And then?
I'll tell you at this.
Professor, how can Priscilla be the outstanding student representative at tonight's assembly? It's always been me.
Kimberly, Priscilla's made exceptional progress this time. The school voted for her to share her experience to inspire other students.
How can it be?
The vote's already been published. If you have any opinions, you can speak with the principal.
I understand.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our student representative this year, Priscilla Abernathy.
Hello everyone, I'm Priscilla Abernathy, this year's student representative. I am very delighted to be speaking with you all this evening. First and foremost, I'd like to thank my teachers.
I'd like to report a misconduct. I would like to report that Priscilla Abernathy is not worthy of being our outstanding student representation. And I'd like to share her misconduct in front of everyone. Priscilla Abernathy has been having a sexual relationship with an older man for money. She uses his money to live lavishly and bully her classmates.
Kimberly, do you have any proof?
Priscilla, you are fooling everyone. How can a woman who trades her body for money represent the students?
Stop spreading lies. If you want to speak on my relations with older men, then show us the evidence. If you have no evidence to provide, and you're just trying to disgrace me in front of the entire school, then I'll have no choice but to report you to the authorities.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to turn your attention to the big screen.
Is that really Priscilla? She looks so intimate with that older man. Kimberly was right. She is getting raised by an older man.
Mr. I'm so sorry. It's so immature. Take care of this.
No. I want to see what these kids are.
To me, he's the most handsome guy in the world. And now, he's the second most handsome guy.
You really have no shame. You're actually proud of this?
I just said he was handsome. Is honesty not allowed here?
Tonight is a big night for our university. The board of directors will be here, and she is out here flattering her sugar daddy in front of everyone. She's a disgrace to our school.
Kimberly, you're the only one destined to be a disgrace.
You've admitted your misconducts in front of the entire school. So why don't you apologize to us and drop out before the principal finds out? He's a reputable person. If he finds out about this, it will bring dishonor to not only our school, but him.
Kimberly, you're too soft. That's why everyone walks all over you. Let the principal punish Priscilla. Kick her out of our school?
I just want to know who said I had a sugar daddy. Is it really that easy to convict me just based on a few photos?
We have a witness, of course.
A witness.
Didn't you tell us that he's Priscilla's new sugar daddy?
I mean, the photo's kind of blurry. I can really tell.
Dan Olin, this is your last chance to explain yourself.
Priscilla, stop trying to get Mr. Olin involved in this. He doesn't owe you shit. All of us are embarrassed to be your classmates. So do us a favor and drop out.
You want me to drop out?
Of course. What do we think, guys? Should we let this slut stay in our school?
Shut up, all of you. All of you, shut up.
But, Principal, Priscilla has a sugar daddy. The evidence is clear, yet she refuses to admit it.
The new board of directors is meeting here tonight. For the sake of our reputation, you have to punish Priscilla.
So you're stating is that someone who does not behave, sabotages others, and is ruining the reputation of the school should be expelled.
Yes, exactly. Expel them.
What do you think, Priscilla?
I believe in justice. Dan, do you want to explain to everyone who...
Daniel, after supporting you all these years, I never expected you to turn out to be such an ungrateful brat. Well, our university has sure put on a show for me today.
Principal, that's him. That's Priscilla's sugar daddy.
Priscilla, come here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name...
But Mr. Abernathy, even if the rumors about you two aren't true, what about Charles? Priscilla has been using your money to keep pretty boy Charles on a leash, and that's a fact.
Priscilla? Keeping Charles on a leash?
That's right. Charles is a top student who just transferred. Your daughter, without any shame, tempted him with money and raised him for her desires.
I wasn't aware that our family wealth could keep the prince of the wealthiest family in New York, Charles Perlman, on a leash.
Charles, the rich prince of New York, how could he? Couldn't possibly like Priscilla.
You all are going to face the consequences.
Wait, no. We didn't do anything. No, we didn't do. Wait, please call me. Please, wait, stop. No, call me. No, stop.
Well, these individuals are extremely malicious and very harmful to Priscilla. I'd like to deal with them in my own way.
Yes, you should take care of yourselves.
So, do you remember when I told you about the gift for these
Hear me out.
Alright?
I'm so grateful that you're in my life. My feelings before for you were tinged with gratitude, but the more time I've spent with you, the more I've fallen in love with you. We've missed out on so much time already. I don't want to waste it anymore. Will you marry me? Now?
As for confessing for love, I think maybe the man should do that. Will you marry me for the rest of your life?
So you also?
Miss Abernathy. It's so great to see you.
You're another chapter. I will never let you suffer.
I'm sorry I wasn't there before. I'll protect you.
I do. I always do. Thank you, Charles. Thank heaven for giving me a chance to meet you again in this life. I want to be your wife, to honor you, and to love you forever and ever.